Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and beautiful, Steffy, Taylor and Luna danger medical crisis shakes up B&B. Bold and the beautiful spoilers see medical crisis coming that could see Steffy Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood, Taylor Hayes Rebecca Budig, or Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada at risk and in the hospital by the end of the week. We're going to talk about how some recent spoilers are opening up this medical emergency plotline. So here's why it looks like we have a big medical emergency coming. There are some guest actors slated to appear on the CBS soap by the end of this week. Recent B&B credits revealed that we're going to be seeing a 911 operator, a couple of paramedics, a couple of nurses, and a doctor all on screen on Bold soon. Just as an added little bit of fun, we found out that the daughter of B&B producer Casey Kasperzik has been cast as one of the paramedics. Her name is Emily Kasperzik. And with these day player roles cast, it's clear that there is major drama and action soon. And somebody's going to get hurt or have a medical crisis. Based on this new info, we have identified a few characters who might be in danger as part of this little arc. And we're going to share what might happen to them. So just first off, Electra Forrester Lania Grace could wind up in danger this week. We have seen Electra fuming at Luna for throwing herself at Will Spencer Crew Morrow. And Electra refuses to let Luna come between her and Will despite the big issue of sex that is looming over them. Electra went and confronted Luna, told her to stay away from Will. And she even put her hands on her. She shoved Luna. That wasn't smart based on knowing everything we know about Electra's rival. Luna even admitted to Sheila Carter Kimberlin Brown that it was a good thing that Electra left because she almost lashed out at Little Miss Perfect Prude, as Luna called her. Electra's off base thinking that her warning is going to make Luna stay away from Will. She'll take it as a challenge. So this 911 emergency could be Electra confronting Luna again. And things get out of hand. Electra may be injured by Luna or Sheila. Already she got a death glare and a threat from Sheila. So, she and her granddaughter Luna may hurt Electra, make it seem like an accident, something like that. The second thing that could come during this storyline is that Steffy may be targeted because later this week, she's at Bill Spencer's Don Diamond place raging at him for how he treated Liam Spencer Scott Clifton, who shocked fans and his dad by quitting his job at Spencer Publications. Steffy may be doubly furious with Bill soon, so she may go over there. And Steffy may get in a confrontation with Bill. Then Luna or Sheila come lurking around Bill's mansion to spy and get some more info about Will because Sheila promised to help Luna get Will. They could see, okay, it's a crime of opportunity and do something to Steffy that requires emergency help, tamper with her car, something like that. Sheila and Luna could make it look like an accident. Steffy is the only obstacle that's keeping Finn Tanner Novlin away from those two, plus Steffy is determined to send Luna back to prison. And neither Sheila nor Luna are going to let that happen. There's always the chance since she is going to be at Bill's house, maybe he collapses during the argument. He's no spring chicken, but he is in good shape, so I would say Bill is a long shot as the victim of this medical incident. So the third possibility is that Hope Logan Annika Noel may do something reckless while she is upset. Maybe she is going to be the person in the medical crisis. Deacon Sharp Sean Cannon's daughter is distraught. Hope is at rock bottom. And of course, Deacon promised he'll always have her back and she can lean on him. So while Hope is visiting Deacon and ranting about her life falling apart, Hope may sit up at the bar, get a little boozy. I'm sure Deacon would let her drown her sorrows sitting there all she wants. And then Hope may stumble out, get in her car, have a wreck. That would be awful, but maybe that would be rock bottom and a wake-up call for her to start making better choices. You know, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. And others think that Hope's out of control and has been for a while and refuses any accountability, refuses to acknowledge her mistakes, so maybe Hope will pile an even worse mistake onto it. And that when she hits bottom and starts to put her life back together. So the fourth option is that Luna gets a taste of her own medicine, because also in the BNB credits where they listed paramedics, nurses, and a doctor, they also list a stunt coordinator. And that points to someone taking some sort of tumble. You know, like when Taylor was going over the roof and Sheila helped, they had a stunt coordinator. So, we could see Luna harmed in some dramatic fashion at the hands of one of her haters. You know, maybe Luna shows up to see Bill while Steffy's at his mansion. And Steffy flies into a rage and lashes out at Finn's daughter. Luna could be the most recent person to take a fall off Bill's balcony or down some stairs, or if Luna showed up at the Malibu beach house to see her daddy Finn, you know, Steffy could knock her off that cliff out back. You know, Brooke shoved Thomas Forrester Matthew Atkinson off that cliff edge. We've seen Quinn Fuller Rena Sofer shove Deacon off a cliff. They would certainly need a stunt coordinator for that. That would be a fun twist. And it would actually position Luna perfectly to get some sympathy from Finn if Steffy almost kills his daughter, even though Luna did try to kill Steffy. You know, that could be a game changer for Finn and Steffy. The last possibility that we need to consider is that Ridge Forrester Torsten K causes a medical crisis in Taylor. In the new credits, in addition to the paramedics, the 911 operator, the nurses, the stunt coordinator, we also have Dr. Grace Buckingham in the credits. We've not seen her in a minute. And if you recall, she's the doctor that Taylor Hayes was seeing for the broken heart syndrome diagnosis. You know, talking everything through, if it was anything other than heart trauma, you'd think they would use Finn or Lee Finnegan Naomi Matsuda as the doctor for the crisis, but because Grace is Taylor's doctor, that might be a big hint that that's who has the crisis. BNB spoilers for Friday have Brooke asking Ridge for a favor. She already told Hope she'd try to get Ridge to rehire her, but Brooke may use that conversation with Ridge to get him to change his mind about ditching their destiny. You know, Brooke may actually try and seduce Ridge, and Taylor may overhear, or she may see Brooke kissing Ridge. And the stress of thinking she might lose Ridge to Brooke might cause Taylor to have a heart spell and collapse from the stress. Bold and the Beautiful did something similar back in 2011 when Bill and Steffy were hot for each other, but he was with Katie Logan Heather Tom back then. Bill was planning to dump Katie to be with Steffy, but then Katie had a heart attack. And Bill walked away from Steffy. And he stuck with Katie. So we all know BNB likes to repeat plots, so Taylor's heart problem would be the perfect redo of this past plot and could make sure that Ridge doesn't turn back to Brooke, at least not for a while. So we'll wait and see how this medical crisis plays out this week, but it definitely looks like there is some explosive drama coming with this 911 emergency.